This is Donald Curry's first fight back after losing his undisputed welterweight crown to Lloyd Hunnigan in a stunning upset 5 months earlier. Blaming the loss on his weight struggles, Curry steps up to the 154-pound weight class to face the undefeated Tony Montgomery. Now, Montgomery is 17-0, but isn't expected to be much of a threat to Curry. He's nicknamed Dr. Detroit, but was attending Long Beach State as a political science major before delaying college in favor of a ring career. Montgomery is a former sparring partner of Milton McCrory and Curry himself. Montgomery served in Curry's camp before the Cobra's ill-fated title defense against Lloyd Hunnigan. Montgomery claimed to have done well in the sessions, while Curry stated that may have been due to the fact that he was running 5 or 6 miles a day before their sessions, while Montgomery was only running 2 miles. Curry claimed to have hurt Montgomery to the body during their sparring, and Montgomery acknowledged that he expected the former champion to come for his ribcage.
Curry is obviously the heavy favorite. Round one underway. Donald Curry in the white trunks, Tony Montgomery in the dark trunks. This is a scheduled 12-round bout. Scoring is done by a 10-point must system. There is a no 3 knockdown rule in effect. This is a mandatory 8 count as Curry hits with a round hook. It's a 20-foot ring using 8-ounce Reyes gloves from Mexico.
Tim, both fighters appear very, very tight to me. And when you're tight like that, if you get hit, anything can happen.
Understandable for Tony Montgomery. This is his first fight on television. Did not have that many amateur fights. He was 19-1 as an amateur. Came into the pro ranks, and he is 17-0, as we documented earlier. Well, what his manager Stan Hoffman has been doing is taking him to school with sparring partners. He's been sparring with contenders and champions. He even sparred with Donald Curry prior to the September loss to Lloyd Hunnigan.
He's nailed Donald with a couple of pretty good right hands so far, Tim. And there's another one, throwing that short right hand.
Tony Montgomery surprised me with his confidence. He is not intimidated at all by Donald Curry. Tony Montgomery, you want to come in against a fighter like Donald Curry and try to establish something early, gain some confidence.
That's right. He has to make Curry respect him. And right now, Curry's throwing some bombs.
On the other hand, I would think Curry would want to take him out early. If you're just joining us, Montgomery is in the black trunks, and there's a punch that hurt.
They both threw right hands, Tim. Either guy could have went in that exchange.
Both fighters look shocked, look dazed. They backed off. The head is clear now. But still, some pretty good combinations by Tony Montgomery. He's been impressive early. 10 seconds remaining in round one. Well, it was a close first round here at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Tony Montgomery, first television fight, 17-0, comes in against Donald Curry, who some call, prior to that loss to Hunnigan, the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. Left hook by Curry connects to Montgomery's head.
Good concentration on both fighters, Tim.
Donald Curry to watch out for the left hook. Don't walk into the left hook that Montgomery's throwing. That right hand got into Curry.
Montgomery's making a mistake by standing there and trading with the heavier puncher.
Well, Donald Curry has always been known as a very calculated boxer, one that doesn't waste punches.
Montgomery really used his head. Curry's supposed to be the veteran. Montgomery came in like a billy goat. And the referee warned him, and properly so.
The tactic of Lloyd Hunnigan when he fought Curry in September was to back Curry off, to keep him on his heels, and it worked early, and he rocked him in the second round. Montgomery had the same philosophy coming into this one.
Well, Donald Curry again said he was very, very weak trying to make the 147-pound limit. He certainly does not look weak now. And there was the home run ball by Montgomery, and it missed. He's letting it all hang out.
The left jab by Curry puts Montgomery back on his heels now.
Oh, and here goes that billy goat again.
Montgomery's a little bit shaken. His hands are dropping.
Well, fighting the wrong fight. He's not using his legs. He's staying inside with a real good defensive fighter and a good inside fighter.
Montgomery told us, and we saw him in training quite a bit, that he wanted to stay on his toes. He wanted to bounce. He wanted to stick and move, and he hasn't done that. He stayed in close where Curry is dangerous.
It both looks as if Curry is imposing his will on Montgomery. He's getting his respect in no uncertain terms.
D'Amato used to say the will to win. Montgomery's down.
Good straight right hand. And there's only 10 seconds left to go in the round.
5. 6. You can be all right. 7.
Well calculated, economical. Don Curry connects with the straight right. Came with the left, set it up nicely.
The bell.
8th round.
He's never been on the deck before, amateur or pro. That was his new experience for him. Let's see how he reacts.
Now he's on his bicycle. Trying to stay away from Donald Curry.
He can't keep Curry off. Curry's able to load up on those big punches. He has to get, again, he's going to have to nail Curry with a couple of solid punches, get his respect. Curry is a master inside. Very, very good defensive fighter inside, and he can come out with bombs.
Watch Montgomery. When he throws the right hand, he drops the left, and he's wide open. Donald Curry weighed in for this fight at 153.5 stripped. Montgomery was 154 even, fully clothed, so he may have overtrained for it. Midway through round 3. Montgomery's backing off a little bit, isn't he, Gil?
Yes, the thing is, you have to move, but you still have to punch. You just can't move away, otherwise the other guy's going to come in, set himself, and really get you out of there. He has to use his legs, but he has to use his hands along with the legs. And in this case, it should be a snapping left jab, something to keep the puncher off balance.
Curry is such a smart fighter.
Well, again, he's the boss. He's let Montgomery know that he's the boss, and that's what's happening in the fight thus far. Good right hand by Montgomery. That's what he's going to have to do. Get Curry's respect. Oh, there goes that head again. That's 3 times now.
And he's warned.
That's actually helping Montgomery now because the clock is winding down. There he goes again with the head.
Round 4. Donald Curry in the white trunks, Tony Montgomery in the black trunks. First round was rather even. In the second round, Curry put Montgomery down with a great combination. And in round 3, it was controlled. The former welterweight champion, Donald Curry.
And despite the fact that Montgomery was in excellent condition going in, he looked very, very tired at the end of the 3rd round. That's from the constant pressure that Curry's putting on him. Just won't let him relax.
In Curry's corner in between rounds, they were telling him to double up, double up. When he comes in close, when he puts that head on your chin, come up with the right uppercut. Is this more of a natural weight for Donald Curry?
Oh, Tim, he looks much, much stronger and much more formidable at this weight.
1 point. 1 point.
Now they take a point away from Tony Montgomery for the head. You're looking at referee James Molinell. He warned him in the previous rounds for headbutting. The right hand has Montgomery, has his knees buckling a little bit.
Curry looks very, very settled and strong at this weight, Tim. Setting up well, good defense.
Bulked up in between fights. As a matter of fact, before he lost the welterweight championship, which is 147 pounds, he had to come down from 168.
Well, it isn't a good idea to get yourself that far out of shape, Tim. You pay the price. There goes that head again.
You're seeing the inexperience now of Tony Montgomery. Left hook has Montgomery backing off. He looks a little bit dazed.
He was hurt by that punch.
Curry coming in now, trying to finish him off.
He's going to have to offer some resistance, Tim, and they're not going to be far from stopping this fight.
Curry just measuring him now, Gil.
The only resistance he offers is with that headbutt. Punches he's not using.
Up against the rope. Schultz, Curry coming in, cutting off the ring, trying to keep him in the corner. And there goes Montgomery. Montgomery's down.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Blood coming from the nose of Tony Montgomery. They'll let him continue.
Short right uppercut did the damage last time, Tim. Beautiful punch.
Nearing the end of round 4. Montgomery trying to get out of the round. Starting to talk to Curry, and that's not a good idea either.
Well, he's doing what he had to do, Tim. At least he threw some punches, let it all hang out.
5, 6, 7, 8.
We remind you that the 3 knockdown rule is not in effect.
Sure? Okay.
He said he wants to continue, and there goes the bell.
Donald Curry in the white trunks in complete control.
Good right uppercut by Montgomery.
Montgomery's got to get out of the corner, though. He needs space. He needs room.
Donald Curry just keeps the pressure. Keeps that left
hand.
foot right in between Montgomery's feet.
Strong left hook hurt Montgomery. Montgomery now pushes back off.
Compounding Montgomery's problems is the fact that he's also dead tired.
Curry can smell it now. Doubling up, using combinations, staying up top now to the head.
Watch your heads.
Now they have to watch Montgomery because he's not offering much resistance at all.
He's also tired, Gil. His mouth is open. Hands have dropped. Legs don't have the spring they had in the first round.
Watch your head, Bruce.
Montgomery's not throwing punches back.
Tim, he's out of gas. Completely out of gas.
Again, the head. Now, they're watching that cautiously because in the fight in September,
One more point.
they're taking a point away from Montgomery, and rightfully so. In the fight in September, when Donald Curry lost to Hunnigan, he received a headbutt that opened a gash over his eye that needed 20 stitches to close.
I think Montgomery's looking to get disqualified, Tim. That's the only thing I can think of.
A real crisp, straight left hand, right on the button at Montgomery. Curry measuring.
And he did exactly as I said. He looked to get disqualified. He got disqualified.
Oh, and Donald Curry comes up and throws a punch to Montgomery's head after the fight had ended. They're throwing things in the ring. Oh, it's ugly, Gil.
Yes, it certainly is. Sonny Ray, an ex-fighter himself, and a pretty good one. He wants to go over and he wants to fight with the Donald Curry people.
Sonny Ray pushing security people. There he is. Unsportsmanlike, and the game of boxing does not need that right now.
And the referee had to disqualify Tony Montgomery. You can only warn a guy so many times, and a headbutt can cause a lot of damage. As you pointed out, he was badly cut by a head in the fight with Hunnigan.
You're probably wondering who Sonny Ray is. Ray was a light heavyweight contender in the late 50s, early 60s era. He did manage a win over Eddie Cotton and fought the likes of Tony Anthony, Harold Johnson, and Willie Pastrano. During this time, he trains fighters out of the Seaside Gym in Long Beach and worked as a painter at an auto detail shop. Meanwhile, Montgomery was stopped 8 months later by Robert Hines, and in 1989 he extended Terry Norris to the distance, losing a 12-round decision. His career ended in 1992 after a decision loss to Joey DeGrandis. If you want to see more on Curry, I'll include a link below to his more extended profile, and thanks for watching.